We're live. Oops. Hello, we're just getting set up, so have a seat and relax. We'll get started in just a minute. Test, test, test. Okie dokie. So relax, have a seat. We'll get started in just a minute. Hi, Diane. Hello, Trevor. All right. So find your comfortable spot to sit. Oops. All right. So we'll begin by breathing. So you can sit comfortably. You can sit with your legs crossed or straight, however you feel comfortable. Just make sure your spine is straight, sitting up straight. And we're going to begin by breathing through our nose. So when you're ready, inhale through your nose. And when you're ready to exhale, exhale through your mouth. Inhale and exhale as you need to. As you're exhaling, imagine you're fogging a mirror with your breath. With each inhale, allow your abdomen to expand and fill your lungs with air. And as you exhale, try and relax and squeeze out all of the air, pulling your navel in toward your spine. With each inhale, feel your spine getting longer as your head reaches up toward the ceiling. And with each exhale, your shoulders relax. Now on the next inhale, we're going to inhale through our nose as we raise our arms and hands above our head, palms together if you can reach. And then when you're ready to exhale, exhale through your nose as you lower your arms and hands down. Continue breathing, moving with your breath, inhaling up and exhaling down. Breathing through our nose now. Synchronize your movement with your breath. Now in the next inhale, when you're ready to exhale, turn your torso to the left side as you exhale, lowering your arms and hands down. When you're ready to inhale, turn your torso back to the center. And when you're ready to exhale, turn your torso to the opposite side as you lower your arms and hands down on the exhale. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Continue breathing through your nose. Moving with your breath. One more time on each side. And when you're done, bring your arms in front of you and breathe naturally through your nose. Now from here, bring the palms of your hands together and interlace your fingers. Bring your forearms together and lift your elbows so that you're looking at your thumbs. And from here, we're going to make a circle with our knuckles toward the ceiling, slowly rotating, flexing our wrists as much as we can. Breathing naturally through our nose, slowly rotating. Now notice the direction of the circle you're making and move in the opposite direction. Flexing your wrists slowly as much as you can. And then pause, release your fingers and bring your hands to prayer posture in front of your chest. Palms facing each other and forearms are parallel to the floor. Now straighten your arms out in front of you with your palms of your hands touching. And from here, we're going to inhale as we allow our wrists to guide us, moving back as far as we can, lifting our chest, and then exhaling, pointing the fingers away as we exhale, bringing our wrists back together. Moving with our breath, inhaling out, flexing our wrists as much as possible, and exhaling back in. Try and sit up straight, lift your chest as much as possible. Breathing through your nose. One more time. And when you're done, bring your hands to prayer posture. In front of your chest. Now from here, keeping our palms of our hands touching, we're going to inhale and reach our hands as far up as we can, and then exhale, bringing them back down to prayer posture. But at the end of the exhale, we're going to point our fingertips down, flexing our wrists as much as we can. Then when you're ready to inhale, reach and lift, lifting your chest up toward the ceiling as well. And when you're ready to exhale, come on down, fingertips pointing down at the end of the exhale. Move with your breath. One more time. And when you're done, just bring your hands back to prayer posture in front of your chest. Now from here, we're going to straighten our arms out in front of us again. And we're going to inhale, reaching our hands back as far as we can. And then exhale, wrap your arms around, grab your shoulder blades with your hands and lower your chin to your chest and breathe through your nose. Now notice which arm is on top. Lift your chin and inhale, reaching back as far as you can again. Exhale, place the opposite arm on top. Grab your shoulder blades, lower your chin to your chest, and breathe through your nose. And lift your chin. Inhale one more time. And exhale, bring your arms down in front of you. Now from here, we're going to get up into a tabletop position on all fours. So get onto your hands and knees. Spread your fingers wide. Check that your index fingers are facing forward. Separate your knees so that they're under your hips. And rotate your shoulders so that your biceps are facing forward and your elbows are facing toward your thighs. We're going to do cat-cow. Keep in mind that in cat-cow, our head moves last. We keep our arms straight as we do this. We're just flexing our spine as much as we can. And move with your breath. So to begin, we're going to inhale and arch our lower spine first, and then lift our head. And then exhale, pull your navel in toward your spine as you lift your upper spine toward the ceiling like a cat, and lower your head at the very end. When you're ready to inhale, arch your lower spine and then lift your head. Again, on each exhale, make sure you pull your navel in toward your spine. Tighten your gluteal muscles as you arch your upper spine. Continue moving with your breath. One more time in each direction. And when you're done, pause with your neck and spine parallel to the floor. Now from here, I'm going to face forward. What we're going to do is pull our navel in toward our spine. So tuck your navel in toward your spine. And we're going to inhale and reach our right arm and left leg, reaching as much as we can with our navel pulled in toward our spine. And then when you're ready to exhale, lower your leg and arm back down. When you're ready to inhale, again, opposite arm and leg, left arm, right leg, stretching on the inhale, and then exhale, then back down. Move with your breath. Follow your breathing. Pull your navel in toward your spine as you do this. Reaching and stretching as much as you can. One more time on each side. And then pause in neutral tabletop position. Now from here, I'm going to turn sideways again. We're going to do puppy pose. So make sure your knees are spread wide. what we're going to do is pull our navel in toward our spine as we slowly walk our hands forward and lower our torso down to the ground, keeping our hips in the air, opening up our shoulders and armpits as much as we can, breathing through our nose. Imagine you're pushing the floor away with your hands, relaxing your shoulders. And then pull your navel in toward your spine as you raise up and walk your hands back to tabletop position. From here, we're going to sit back into child's pose, so spread your knees wide, bring your feet together, lower your hips to your heels, and then lower your torso and forehead down as far as you can, breathing through your nose. Now lift your head, straighten out your arms, and come back up to tabletop position. And from here, we're going to actually go into downward dog. You can do puppy pose again if you'd like. If you're doing downward dog, make sure your fingers are spread wide, index fingers facing forward. Again, rotate your shoulders so that your biceps are facing forward and your elbows are facing toward your thighs. From the balls of our toes, we're going to push the floor away as we lift our hips in the air. Focus on opening up your shoulders. It's okay if your heels are off the ground. Lifting our heels, alternating, lifting our heels to stretch the backs of our legs. Relaxing our shoulders as we push the floor away, just like we did in puppy pose. Keeping our knees bent to allow our shoulders to open. And then bring your knees down to the ground. And you can walk to the front of the mat and then slowly inhale, coming up, hands above your head. And then exhale, bring your hands down by their side. So at the front of your mat, you're going to separate your feet about 4 or 5 inches or so, as long as your feet are under your hips. And from here, we're going to inhale and lift our arms up above our head, palms together, and then exhale our arms back down. So every time we inhale, try and lift your chest toward the ceiling. And this time we're going to pull our navel in as we slowly bend forward and bring our hands down to the outside of our feet. Inhale up halfway and exhale down, relaxing, bending your knees to stretch the backs of your legs. Place your hands on the floor and step your right foot back, keeping your left knee bent over your left ankle. Try and come up into a forward left lunge in Warrior One with our right leg straight, left knee bent over left ankle, hands in prayer posture. Breathing through our nose. And then inhale, reach your hands up toward the ceiling, and exhale, bring your hands down next to your left foot, step your right foot forward, inhale up halfway, and relax down. Bend your knees, pull your navel in toward your spine as you inhale and reach your hands up toward the ceiling, palms together. Exhale your hands down by your side. Now again, we're going to inhale and reach our hands up toward the ceiling and pull our navel in as we swan dive down, hands to the outside of our feet. Inhale up halfway and relax down. You can move your knees gently back and forth, stretching the backs of your legs. Place your hands on the floor, and this time we're going to step our left foot back, keeping our right knee bent over our right ankle. When you're ready to come up into Warrior One with your hands in prayer posture, breathing through your nose. And then inhale, reach up toward the ceiling. Exhale, pull your navel in as you tilt forward and place your hands next to your right foot. Step your left foot forward. Inhale up halfway and relax down. Bend your knees, pull your navel in, and inhale as you bring your hands together above your head and exhale them down by your side. Again, we're going to inhale, reaching up, and pull our navel in as we bend our knees and bring our arms down next to our feet. Inhale up halfway, exhale down, relaxing our legs. Now place your hands on the floor and step your right foot back. If you can, try and bend, keep your left knee bent over your left ankle, and come on up into Warrior One. Hips and torso are facing forward. Left knee is bent, right leg is straight. Breathing through our nose. Now, if you'd like, you can move your arms near your ears, reaching your hands up toward the ceiling. Try and straighten your arms as much as possible. If your hands are above your head, inhale, reaching up. And exhale, bring them back to prayer posture in front of you. And we're going to inhale and reach our hands up toward the ceiling. And exhale, turn our torso to the right side as we lower our arms parallel to the floor. Our left knee is still bent over left ankle. Our torso and hips are facing the right side. Our head is gazing out over our left fingertips in Warrior Two. Breathing through our nose. Try and lower your shoulders, bring your shoulder blades together behind you, lifting your chest, breathing through your nose. And then inhale as you bring your right arm forward, rotate your hips and torso to face forward, adjust your right foot as well. Inhale, reaching up toward the ceiling, pull your navel in as you exhale and bring your hands down to the floor next to your left foot. Step your right foot forward. Inhale up halfway and exhale down. Bend your knees, pull your navel in as you inhale and reach your hands up, palms together above your head. Exhale them down by your side. Now we're going to inhale, reach our hands up toward the ceiling again. Pull our navel in as we swan dive down, hands to the outside of our feet. Inhale up halfway and relax down. Now hands on the floor as we step our left foot back, keeping the right knee bent over the right ankle. Come on up into Warrior One. Breathing through our nose. If you'd like, you can move your arms near your ears, reaching your hands up toward the ceiling. Take long, deep breaths. If your hands are above your head, inhale, reaching up. And then exhale, bring your hands back to prayer posture in front of you. And then inhale, reach your hands up toward the ceiling. Exhale as you rotate your torso and your hips, adjust your left foot, and bring your arms parallel to the floor, keeping your right knee bent over your right ankle, relaxing your shoulders. Make sure you're not in front of your knee. Make sure your torso is vertical to the floor. Bring your shoulder blades together. Gaze out over your right fingertips. And then slowly inhale as you bring your left hand forward. Rotate your hips and torso to face forward. Reach your hands up toward the ceiling. And exhale as you bring your hands down to the floor next to your right foot. Step your left foot forward with our knees bent. Inhale up halfway and exhale down. Bend your knees, pull your navel in as you inhale and reach your hands up, palms together above your head. Exhale your hands down by your side. Okay, now from here, if you have a book or a block or something, you can use that for support. We're going to do a quick balancing pose. So step to the back of your mat and keep your left foot forward. Move your right foot maybe about 2 or 3 feet behind you. Lift your chest, and you can place your hands on your hips if you'd like, or you can leave your arms by your side. And we're going to bring the weight of our body into our left foot, keeping our right toes on the ground. Now from here, we're going to slowly tilt forward, lifting our right foot off the ground and our right leg off the ground. If you'd like, you can use a block to support you as you do this, as you lift your right leg. And as you're doing this, if you'd like, you can move your arms out to the side of your body like an airplane. Try and lift your leg as high as you can, breathing through your nose. And then lower it down as you come up. And we're going to bring our left foot back to our right foot and then step our right foot forward. So from here, again, inhale, lift your chest, and exhale as you tilt forward, lifting you can leave your left toes on the ground if you'd like. If you want to go further, tilting forward, lifting your left leg off the ground. You can move your arms out to the side like an airplane. Breathing through your nose. And come back up. And bring your right foot back to the left. And from here, we're going to go ahead and sit down on the ground with our legs straight out in front of us. Take a moment to observe your body. Move your arms to the side. Lift your chest. And inhale, reach your hands up toward the ceiling. And exhale, bring them down. Now again, we're going to inhale, reaching up. And this time we're going to exhale, tilting our torso forward and place our elbows down on the ground next to the outside of our legs. Relax your hands. Bring your elbows further back. Bring your arms further back so your elbows are down on the ground. And breathe. Inhale and exhale through your nose. Imagine the front of your chest is touching the front of your feet. So lifting your chest and breathing. Try not to bend your head down. Just focus on breathing. As you relax, you can move your elbows further down, but if your elbows are off the ground, go back to the point where they're on the ground and stay there and breathe. Relaxing and breathing. We're moving our torso down, so try not to bend your head, lift your chest. And then inhale as you come back up, and exhale. Inhale, lift your hands above your head, and exhale, bring your hands down. Now, scoot yourself to the front of your mat with your knees bent in the air, feet on the floor. Move your hands parallel to the floor. Lift your chest, pull your navel in toward your spine, and tilt back. And then lift the heels of your feet off the ground slightly. And then from here, you can bend one leg or the other, or both. Breathing through your nose. Try and straighten out your leg. And then lower your feet down to the floor, grab your elbows or wrists, and relax for a moment. And then bring your arms parallel to the floor again. And this time take a deep breath, inhale through your nose, and exhale with control. Lower your spine all the way down to the floor and move your arms out parallel to your shoulders with the palms of your hands facing up toward the ceiling. Adjust your feet so that they're under your knees as much as possible. And then walk your feet to the outer edges of your mat. So our shoulders are on the ground, our arms are parallel to our shoulders, and the palms of our hands are facing toward the ceiling. Our feet are on the outer edges of our mat. Take a deep breath and inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, allow your knees to relax to the left side as you turn your head to gaze at your right palm, keeping your shoulders on the ground, relaxing your knees to the left, gazing at the right. Breathing through your nose. And then inhale as you bring your knees and your head back to the center, and exhale as you allow your knees to relax to the right side, and you turn your head to gaze at your left palm, keeping your shoulders on the ground, knees relaxing to the right side, and your head turned looking toward the left. Take long, deep breaths. And then inhale, bring your knees and your head back to the center. Move your arms down by the side of your body. Adjust your feet so that they're under your knees, so that your hands can grab your ankles if needed. And from here, pull your navel in toward your spine. We're going to inhale and lift our hips off the ground as high as we can, tightening our gluteal muscles. And then exhale, coming an inch away from the ground. So exhaling with control. When you inhale, pull your navel in, tighten the gluteals, lifting your hips as high as you can, pushing your heels into the ground. Follow your breath. When you're ready to exhale, come back down an inch off the ground, not all the way. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Now on the next inhale, we're going to keep our hips lifted off the ground and move our straight arms under our hips and interlace our fingers. Breathing through our nose, tighten the gluteal muscles as we keep our hips lifted off the ground. One more breath. And then exhale. Release your hands from under your hips. Lower your hips all the way down to the ground. Now straighten out your right leg, keeping the left knee bent. Lift the left foot off the ground. Relax your left foot. Take your hands and interlace your fingers below your left knee. Keeping the right leg on the ground, we're going to take a deep breath and inhale through our nose. And as we exhale, we're going to gently pull our left shin and knee toward our left shoulder while keeping the right leg on the ground. With each exhale, gently come further. And when you get to where you can't go any further, just breathe. And then release, lower your left foot down, release your interlaced fingers, and straighten out your left leg. Bend your right knee and place your right foot on the ground. Make sure your left leg is straight on the ground. And we're going to lift our right foot off the ground and interlace our fingers below our right knee. Relaxing the right foot, keeping the left leg on the ground. Take a deep breath and inhale through your nose. And exhale as you gently pull your right shin toward your right shoulder. Keeping the right leg on the ground. With each exhale, gently pull your right shin and knee toward your right shoulder. Relaxing the right foot. And release, lower your right foot down, release your hands from your... Now bend both of your knees so that your knees are in the air, your feet are on the ground. And we're going to inhale and reach our feet up into the air and make a circle with our ankles, both feet in one direction. And then in the other direction. Now take your hands up to the outside of your feet, bend your knees, grab the outer edges of your feet, and pull your feet down into happy baby pose so that your knees go to the outside of your shoulders. And from here, you can lift your feet up and down to rock side to side. Or if you'd like, you can rock up and down, however you feel comfortable. Give yourself a nice massage, relaxing your spine. And if you fall out, get back in. This is happy baby pose. So enjoy the pose, relaxing, moving around, massaging your spine. And then inhale your feet and hands up toward the ceiling and exhale them down to the ground. Now we're going to do the final pose for the evening, which is Shavasana. So adjust yourself so that you're comfortable, you're warm, you're on your mat. Close your eyes, separate the heels of your feet, and allow your toes to relax to the sides. Move your arms a few inches away from your torso with the palms of your hands facing up toward the ceiling. Your eyes are closed and you're focused on your breathing. Observe your abdomen expanding as you inhale. And with each exhale, allow your navel to contract toward your spine. Focus on your breathing. Relax your jaw. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms. Relax your wrists and fingers. Relax your hips. Relax your thighs. Relax your calves, your ankles and toes. Feel the ground supporting your body. Feel the ground supporting your body. Take long, deep breaths. Observe your breath getting longer as your body relaxes. Now wiggle your toes and your fingers. And then slowly move your hands above your head and stretch your body. And when you're ready, bring your knees to your chest and rock side to side. And then move your body to one side and take a few deep breaths through your nose. And when you're ready, push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. We'll end the practice with a breathing exercise. We're going to inhale through our nose and raise our hands above our head, and exhale with our mouth open wide with a strong exhale. We'll do that 3 times, and then we'll end with a final breath. So move your arms to the side of your body and inhale as you lift. Strong exhale. Again. Again. Now this time inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose, but bring your palms of your hands together and pause at your third eye for kind thoughts. Pause at your lips for kind words, and pause at your heart center for kind intentions. Namaste. Well, thank you for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow.